And I can prove we're in the Wild Wild West. We actually have tumbleweed. Well, it was rolling across the plains here, but looks like we're taking it. Oh, it's trying. As soon as I turn the camera off, it'll go. But here's my little setup. Had to strap it down. It was pretty windy here. I've had a pretty bad rattle on the awning, and I was tightening up the bolts and snapped one off yesterday. So I get home, try to figure that out. Right up in there somewhere, but it was attached to that. Got a little fire going to cook some hot dogs or some steaks here in a little bit. I'm in camp spot 12 on wagon wheel or broken wheel here at Bruneau Dunes State Park. Look at the dunes while we drive by. I believe it's that one there that's supposed to be the largest one. I'd be young and in shape to be able to climb that. I'd be up 10 feet and I'd be ready to just roll back down. First time I was here, there used to be someone that worked here that had a little stand that rented those. I don't know if you get those at the visitor center now or something, would be my guess, but they do rent the boards to slide down. Just bring your old snowboard down and have fun.
$15 for board rental or 2 for $25.
Well, there you go, 15 for 1, 2 for 25. I'm guessing now it's at the visitor center. Nice. Check the website. Bruneau Dunes State Park, Hammett, Idaho. There's the observatory down there and more picnic spots. Chauffeur turn off into the other camper and record that really quick. No, it's gonna go over there. The equestrian areas in that direction somewhere. They do have equestrian camping. I think they do have a couple stalls for the horses and stuff. They did expand on this a little bit, so like I said, the trees are kind of itty-bitty. And I think the camping spots are a lot closer than what they are over the other side where I'm at. That's why I like to camp over there. Seems like everybody's just all bunched up over here. Oh look, they got a little bit of green weed, patch, grass, something or the other. Looks like they got some nice facilities over there also. They have showers and separate restrooms. And Eagle Cove Campground. get too close. Anything to make a buck, or 30 or 40, whatever they go for. I think I paid 80 with fees and everything, close to almost $100 for 2 nights. But I'm gonna get 14 of that back for parking because I got my Idaho State Park Pass. Should include free entrance. But if you have personalized plates, the website doesn't accept personalized plates for some reason. We'll pull through one there. $96.97. Boy, they really added on a few camp spots. Campwood for sale over there. I think it's like $8 or $10 a bundle. Cheaper to find somebody and get your own. Sign was bent up, but I think it said $8. And they do have cabins. Well, I hope they'd have air conditioning. Those would get kind of warm. Yeah, just rows and rows of side-by-side camping. More bathrooms. Head back over to our campground. They do have a dump station right over there. There's a dump and fill station. Camp host for over here. Broken Wheel Campground. And these are all like one way. If you look at the map, it's a wagon wheel and each direction's one way. Except going around the outside of it. The camp spots with those shelters don't have electric, but I think there might be water spigots throughout for people to share, but I'm not 100% sure on that. So it's a trade-off. I think they're a little bit cheaper, but you don't have power or water hookups. But you do have a little bit of shelter from the wind, which that would come in handy yesterday and probably today when I'm trying to cook dinner again.
Somebody's saying evening.
Well, it looks like they had to whack some of these trees down pretty good. I don't know if some sort of disease or Oh, I think you could have went through spots. Go around the wheel, James. But it's kind of a 50-cent tour of Bruneau Dunes State Park and campground areas, and a couple things to do. And I was online making reservations. All these were full. There were like 2 spots left the other day, but a lot of people must have canceled. My neighbors left too. I must have snored too loud for them last night. Naturnest. Go big, go cheap, or go home. This is a Lone Ranger overlanding, saying ta-ta.